Hi, I'm René Bibaud, and I'm principal of Adult High School. And I personally want to thank Canterbury for being such a good partner with us last year, and we look forward to continuing our relationship. Thanks for the interview, and everybody at Canterbury, have a great year. 18 years old is a starting point. You have to be 18 to come in, and we go all the way. Our oldest student is 74 years old. We're a large school too. We're over 1,200 students. You don't realize how big that school is. We're kind of they don't have a circle of adults in their life. They're so busy with their immediate that they don't have a large circle of friends, and they don't have a lot of people to tap into for advice, shall we say, or some thoughts. So we become that forum for them. Those that come under the status of refugee, have traveled a journey and have overcome so many things. And so their journey is very different. For example, we have, because of the world situation, a lot of people from Afghanistan. So we have a lot of young women that have never ever been in the school. So they cherish, and I'll tell you a story about somebody, they cherish education in a huge way because it's their first exposure to it, and they're welcomed, and they're given an opportunity. We focus a lot on right now on helping out our female population, and we do a lot of different kinds of conversation so that there's a sense of bonding, sharing their challenges and sharing their past, but sharing some of the problems that they're facing. And so they don't feel that they're the only one facing that, and maybe together, when you share something with someone else, it kind of helps that somebody else you've shared that with, and they can maybe support you, and they experience the same thing. So we do a lot of support groups like that, and we tap into their expertise and their lifestyle. There's two big challenges for our students, because we lose about 20% of them every semester, which is huge. 20%. And the two things are childcare and transportation are the two biggest obstacles, and the cost of coming to school and keeping the family going. So we lose a lot of people, and that's disheartening for us. And so we try to make sure that we can support them in any way we can at school so that they will be successful. But they come back to us. Our biggest frustration for so many people is language. We have people with masters and PhDs, but they're never doing English. So they're in a classroom with people that have never been in school maybe. So the configuration is really different. And one thing I like a lot about it is that they're helping each other. Like, there's no such thing as a classroom door in our building. Everything is open here in the morning and at lunchtime because adults are helping each other. So there's a real sense of community. It's difficult financially for a lot of our students. That's a real barrier because many of them have young children. They're trying to, when winter comes along, all of a sudden winter coats, there's a cost to that. And yes, many of them have social workers and things like that. But indeed, they have 3 to 4 children. Some of them aren't working, some of them are working. Some of them are working only part-time because indeed they're coming to school for a better life. So economics is a huge challenge for our students. We feed them a lot. We have a culinary program, so we do a lot of free lunches, different kinds of events. We also have different companies and people that are donating for scholarship funds. We're working with different companies right now to try to get them to understand our school and to understand the framework of our school. We have an opportunity and a responsibility to do something. But importantly, they need us the next day strong. And we don't want to appear feeling sorry for them because they don't want that. They're not asking for that. Yeah. They're stronger than I am. They've come through a heck of a voyage. And they're teaching me more than I'm giving to them. And that's what we have to look at. What they bring to us, great opportunity. They teach us so much about life. But they put great pressure on themselves as well. And as you know, and I do, it's not cheap living in Ottawa or in a Canadian city. Winter comes along and the change of seasons, change of clothes, and they want their little ones to fit in the schools and to be part of that school community. So I say everything that we do at Adult High School that helps the parents will help those children. Because if we're helping them learn and understand our system, they'll encourage their young children to learn. So it kind of pays it forward and downward, and then they'll be stronger from the bottom up, shall we say. Food is a huge piece. Food supports so many of our families. And I look back and I was nearly embarrassed last year with how great that food drive was here at Canterbury when they brought the food in. I want to tell you, it not only filled their time at Christmas, but there was so much food, it lasted till the end of January. Because we said, I said to the people at our school, let's remember there's hungry in January as there are in December. So let's make sure we can stretch this out, which we did. So we were able to feed, hundreds of families for so long, and that was because of the goodwill and the good hearts and the understanding and the reach out, community reach out from Canterbury that we appreciate so much. So it's a very unique school. It's got a very different heartbeat in the school. And someone said to me, they said, you're leaving Nepean High School, you're going from feast to famine. And now I look at it in my first 6 months and I say, within that famine, there's a lot of feast. Because of those people's journey and the courage that they show to come back to high school is fantastic.